Be prepared. A rare double portal is opening, and if you're not aware of what it's trying to activate in you, you'll miss the biggest spiritual moment of the year. This kind of timing doesn't happen often. The 8-8 portal and what follows it are landing so close together, it's almost unnatural. Most years, the portal stands on its own. But this time, something else is right behind it, moving in fast, with no warning. The first wave gets all the attention. The second one, it will catch everyone by surprise. And that's the problem. People will feel the initial shift and think they're in the clear. They'll relax. They'll let their guard down. That's exactly when the second wave hits. It's not just rare, it's precise. This is the moment where everything moves, but only for those who realize what's actually happening. There's a second shift, hiding in plain sight. You think tomorrow's energy is the destination? It's not. The 8-8 portal cracks the door open. The full moon, it kicks it off the hinges. Here's what no one's telling you. You'll feel something on the 8th, a lift, a charge, maybe even a breakthrough. But that feeling, it's not the actual shift, it's the trap. Because right after that, everything goes quiet. You'll think it's over. But the real transformation hasn't even begun. There's a second wall behind this portal, thicker, deeper, heavier. And when it crashes in, on the 9th, it won't feel like growth. It'll feel like gravity. By the time you realize you're not through the portal yet, you're already locked inside it. On August 8th, the energy isn't just listening, it's recording. Every thought you speak aloud becomes a seed. And the danger? Most people are out here planting weeds. The one thing you absolutely must not do tomorrow is narrate your downfall. Stop saying things like, I already know it won't work. I'm probably going to mess this up again. Nothing ever changes for me. Those phrases feel harmless, even casual. But on a portal day like 8-8, they carry extra weight. And that weight doesn't just sit in the air. It settles in your reality. This isn't about fake positivity. You don't need to lie to yourself. If life's been messy, if you've been exhausted, if things haven't worked out lately, it's okay to admit that. But stop scripting a failure before you've even shown up for the moment. Stop sealing your timeline shut with the sound of your own doubt. The portal isn't asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to leave the door open, even if it's just a crack. Don't narrate the worst-case scenario and call it being realistic. Call it what it is. Surrendering before the battle has even begun. Let your silence speak louder than a self-fulfilling prophecy. Let tomorrow surprise you, because if you must say something on 8-8, say something that doesn't close the path in front of you. When the body doesn't understand the energy, it speaks in signals. Don't panic if tomorrow, or even tonight, you start feeling slightly off in your body. Not sick, not broken, just different. Some chosen ones are already reporting strange pressure in their heads, a feeling almost like their mind is too full. Others are experiencing moments of dizziness, like the ground isn't quite where it should be. A few are even describing weird brain zaps, sudden flickers, like someone briefly switched the lights off and back on in their mind. It's not random, it's not dangerous. And no, you're not going crazy. What you're feeling is the friction between your current state and the upgrade trying to push through. The Lion's Gate isn't just energy from above, it's a magnet. It pulls things into you, and the full moon right after it, that pushes out what's been sitting stagnant for too long. Symptoms like ear ringing, mild nausea, random body temperature shifts, and that strange fuzzy pressure behind the eyes. These are adjustments, not punishments, not malfunctions. Energy doesn't ask permission, it just arrives. And sometimes your body is the first place it knocks. So if you feel drained but can't sleep, hungry but can't eat, or heavy but strangely clear-minded, don't fight it. Don't overanalyze it, just notice it. This is what a system feels like right before the surge. And if you're feeling it now, it means the energy's already found you. Your body sleeps, but your consciousness is being kept awake for a reason. if your dream realm right now is acting more like a loading screen than a story. You're not being shown what's next yet, because you're still being rewired to interpret it. Don't chase sleep like a prize. Let rest come in strange waves, because right now, your soul is working harder than your body. You might find yourself falling asleep at 4 a.m. and waking at 7 fully alert. Or closing your eyes at noon for 20 minutes and receiving more restoration than an entire night's sleep. These are not glitches. This is spiritual recalibration. Your body still needs rest, but it's going to arrive in bursts, not blocks. So stop counting hours. Start counting alignment instead. Because the moment you stop resisting the pull, the signal will finally clear. You won't need to prove you're ready. Your energy will speak first. There's something different about this year's 8-8 portal. Something subtle, but enormous. It's not just that it overlaps with a full moon the very next day. It's that this time, the shift doesn't ask you to do anything. It asks you to become something. In the past, you might have tried manifesting by scripting intentions, journaling, lighting candles, speaking affirmations, and all of that still has its place. But what's happening now goes beyond that. This year, your energy is the message. No vision board, no moon water, just who you are when no one's watching. It's like the universe has stopped reading your diary and started reading your vibration. And if you've been healing, growing, letting go, even in silence, it will show. The results will start flowing through your field, not your hustle. Your frequency is your application. The universe has already read it. You'll begin to notice people reacting to you differently without knowing why. Opportunities will begin to orbit you instead of you chasing them down. Conversations you never expected will open doors. Suddenly, you'll be in the right place at the right time, and it'll feel completely unforced. That's because this portal, paired with the full moon, is clearing the static between you and your natural magnetism. It's clearing out the noise of shoulds and efforts and replacing it with ease, not laziness, alignment. And perhaps the most overlooked part of this shift, it'll bring back something most people haven't felt in a long time. Hope. You might start seeing your future in color again. You might catch yourself smiling at nothing. You might even notice you're daydreaming more, and not about escaping, but about building. This is the gift of 8-8 and the full moon behind it. A heart that's lighter, a mind that doesn't overcomplicate, a future that doesn't feel so far away anymore. This isn't wishful thinking. This is energetic confirmation. You're about to manifest from the inside out, and you won't need to say a word to prove it. The moon doesn't just reflect light, it reflects you. While the 8-8 portal cracks the door open, the full moon on August 9th swings it wide. But here's the twist. It doesn't just show you what's ahead, it shows you yourself. Everything you thought you left behind on the 8th. The moon picks it up, holds it under a magnifying glass and asks, "Are you sure you're done with this?" This full moon isn't here to give you closure. It's here to confirm it. That means if you released something half-heartedly, an old belief, a pattern, a connection, the emotional residue may come flooding back. Not to punish you, but to make sure it's really gone. The full moon is the test after the lesson, not to see if you memorized it, but to see if you've embodied it. Don't be surprised if emotions feel like they're coming from nowhere. You might find yourself remembering things you hadn't thought of in years. People from your past may show up in dreams or even message you in real life. Tears might come on suddenly, even if nothing bad is happening. That's not regression. It's an energetic detox. And for those who did the deep internal work on the 8th, this full moon will feel like an amplifier of clarity. Things will click. Your vision will sharpen. Decisions you were dragging your feet on may now feel easy, obvious. You'll stop second-guessing and just know. Dreams during this moon will likely be vivid, symbolic, and emotionally charged. This is a mirror, but not a passive one. It reflects back the energy you've just shifted, magnifying it in every direction. If you've made progress, you'll see breakthroughs. If you've resisted change, you'll feel friction. But either way, this isn't punishment. It's confirmation. It's intelligent. It's looking for something, and it's not scanning for perfection or popularity. It's scanning for resilience. You've probably felt it, that quiet, almost invisible pressure in the background. The feeling that you need to do more or show up differently. It's not anxiety. It's not guilt. It's not even coming from your ego. That's your higher self picking up on the signal. On August 8th and 9, that signal gets loud. Spiritual energy doesn't look for the loudest, it looks for the strongest, not the strongest body, but the strongest frequency. Chosen ones are being targeted on these days, but not in the dramatic, negative sense. There's no doom here, there's no punishment. What's happening is a type of energetic recruitment. There are massive waves of potential change hitting the Earth, and the universe knows not everyone is built to anchor them in. But you might be. You may find yourself feeling like you're being called up, like something bigger is asking you to rise. But don't expect it to come with a certificate or a welcome speech. It's not glamorous, it's gritty. You'll feel the call in the quiet moments, in the sense that your old life no longer fits, in the urge to clean up your space, cut out the noise, or stop tolerating things that no longer align. The higher the energy, the more precise its invitation. And this one doesn't come through words. It comes through urgency. Don't be surprised if your patience for meaningless distractions suddenly vanishes. If the people, habits, or cycles that used to drain you now feel intolerable. This isn't you becoming cold. It's you getting clear. And that clarity is what allows you to anchor this next wave of energy, something not everyone is ready to do. You're not being asked to save the world. You're being asked to hold your own light without dimming it, to walk into this next phase fully aware of who you are and what you're capable of. Because after the 8-8 portal and the full moon reset the energetic landscape, those who've stepped up won't just feel different, they'll be different. You're not just being seen, you're being selected. Most people wait for the stars to align. You're living in the moment they do. What's happening on August 8th and 9th isn't just rare, it's astronomically historic. This is not some yearly energy checkpoint or a routine full moon. This is a once-in-decades fusion. The Lion's Gate portal and a charged full moon back-to-back, overlapping their energy signatures for a very limited window. It's like two energetic lenses stacking perfectly over each other. When that happens, something incredible forms in between. A hyper-clear path. The kind of path that doesn't show up on ordinary nights. The kind of clarity that makes the next 10 years of your life feel like a map you can finally read. We're talking about an activation window that is so precise, it won't happen again in this exact configuration for decades. Think of this like a rare cosmic fingerprint. Once it fades, it's gone. And what does that mean for you? It means you're inside one of the thinnest veils of your lifetime. The energetic space between who you've been and who you're becoming is almost non-existent right now. This is the spiritual equivalent of standing on a bridge that's only stable for a few hours. Cross it with intention or be forced to wait years before you get the chance again. Patterns that usually take months to unravel, right now, they can collapse in a single realization. This double gateway creates an acceleration effect. Healing, insight, clarity, release. They don't have to be slow. In this energy, what would normally take a full dark night of the soul to process can be condensed into a moment that reprograms your entire inner compass. But here's the key. You must be conscious of it. This isn't passive energy. It won't force transformation. It offers it and waits to see if you'll meet it halfway. If you're caught up in distractions, if you're sleepwalking through these hours, the opportunity passes you by without leaving a trace. So treat this moment with reverence. Journal everything that comes through, even if it makes no sense yet. Sit in stillness, even if your body is restless. Make a decision, even a small one, about the kind of energy you're done tolerating or the kind of life you're ready to walk into. Windows like this don't reopen. They reset your mind goes completely silent. Not peaceful, just blank, like you're staring into a static screen. And then, just as quickly, it all rushes back in. It's not random. It's not malfunction. It's what happens when two massive energetic forces overlap inside you. On one side, you have the 8-8 portal, which brings forward that sharp movement, direction, focus, activation. It's the frequency of do something now. That's where the surge of ideas comes from. On the other side, you've got the full moon. Stillness, intuition, receiving, being. That's the wave of silence, where your brain refuses to force meaning and instead invites you to feel what's actually landing. Your thoughts are not failing. They're fluctuating between two timelines, trying to braid themselves into one. This back and forth might make you feel ungrounded. You might start writing something important, and mid-sentence, you forget what it was even about. You might walk into a room, flooded with inspiration, only to stand there completely blank, like the signal dropped. It's not memory loss, it's multidimensional traffic. Your awareness is catching signals from multiple directions at once, but your human mind is still adjusting to process it all. Here's what you need to remember. Don't fight it. Don't try to force linear clarity in a non-linear moment. These thought surges aren't here to be intellectualized, they're here to be stored. Capture what you can. Voice note your random bursts. Scribble words even if they don't make sense yet. And most importantly, don't judge the silence that follows. That blank space isn't failure. It's spiritual integration. It's the quiet that settles after a download, when the real upgrade is happening behind the scenes. Just because your thoughts pause doesn't mean your transformation does. If anything, these fluctuations are proof that you're receiving something larger than language. And trust that when it all reconnects, it will make more sense than you can possibly imagine right now. The portal doesn't close with a bang. It settles into your bones and waits for you to move. Let's be clear about something most people get wrong. August 8th is not the finish line. It's the ignition point. This isn't a 24-hour cosmic event you can just catch like a show and move on from. The energies you activate during the 8-8 portal don't disappear when the day ends. They expand, amplify, and echo through every part of your life in the days that follow. Think of August 8th as the moment the universe hands you the pen. What you think, feel, or direct your energy toward becomes the ink. And starting August 9th, the full moon becomes the seal, stamping everything into your field with lunar precision. You won't just be manifesting randomly. You'll be broadcasting your chosen frequency into a universe that's more responsive than it's been in years. After the 8th, the universe stops asking questions. It starts responding to your signal. This is why your focus is everything right now. Because whatever you're tuned into, fear, hope, doubt, desire, clarity, will begin crystallizing into form from August 9th to August 12th. So what happens after August 8th? You get what you claimed. If you asked for truth, expect masks to fall, yours and others. If you asked for purpose, expect to be rerouted, jobs, people, paths. If you asked for power, expect to face the parts of you that keep giving it away. And most of all, expect to be tested. Not in a punishing way, but in a refining way. The universe will ask you to walk the talk of what you called in. It's not a challenge. It's an invitation to become undeniable. The portal opens you. The moon seals it. And what happens next is a mirror of what you dared to believe was possible. This is the part where most people fall asleep again. They think the event is over. They return to their loops. They miss the real alchemy, the part where they were supposed to show up differently. But if you're still here, still feeling this, then you already know. The countdown didn't end on August 8th. It just started ticking in a new direction, one where you either rise or repeat. And this time, you don't get to pretend you didn't feel it. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention.